You knew that ending last season, the possibility that Jose Bautista and Edwin and Saunders, they were free agents, and how were you going to replace them in your offense? When you look back on where you were and where you are now and what you were hoping to achieve, how well do you think you did?
Well, I mean, I think it's early to answer that question, right? I mean, I think every offseason sets out a different list of challenges. When your roster is full of free agents and, is a little unbalanced as far as the maturity goes and young players, it creates additional challenges. And I think ultimately, the more you can stay out of free agency, the more you can internally, produce your own talent and balance players in their prime along with players breaking in and veteran players that have been there a long time, the easier it is to solve the off-season puzzle. The more you are dependent on the free agent market, the more risk that's involved. That being said, I think that Ross did, and our baseball ops staff did an outstanding job of going out and trying to offset the loss of some very substantial players, and in the process bringing one player back who we probably feel, even though his age, has more upside than almost any other free agent in the market.
Mark Shapiro joining us on Brady and Price, Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Yeah, opening night is April 11th. You guys play the 6 road games before that, but you've been part of one opening night here, a lot in Cleveland. Those can contain special moments. I would assume when Jose walks to the plate, that's a pretty special moment, because even in the series against the Tribe, people did feel like they were saying goodbye to him. So these stories are great, and that'll be a great part of April 11th, won't it?
It will. I mean, I think opening day, opening night, those are celebrations of baseball and all the great things. And the greatest thing are the relationship that fans have with the players. And Jose is a player that has been, for a generation of Toronto baseball fans, maybe the single greatest provider of memories. So I think it'll be great to have him back. I think better than that is if you guys could see him down here, the condition, the shape he's in, the strength to his body, the explosiveness to his bat, which even we saw in the first game he played yesterday. He is, I think, positioned for a very good year.
There must have been, Mark, days in free agency and nights you'd go to bed, and an executive looks forward to moments like that, but you do dread the idea of the guy coming back in another uniform. It's part of the sport, and Edwin will do that with Cleveland, but there might have been, it's nice to avoid that moment and get this incredibly productive, popular player back.
Absolutely. I mean, I think you try to weigh all the different things, that variables that go into, to a player evaluation of, what he's going to be over the length of a contract, balancing the needs of a team within a budget, which is a business reality, but, the sentimentality, the appreciation for the player, especially if he's potentially could sign in your division, the desire to not have him come back and haunt you 18 to 19 times during a season. Those are part of the emotional components, not necessarily the best decisions, but the emotions that we face from a front office perspective, for sure.